Hello and welcome. I am so happy to have you here today. So I hope you all got up today in a super great frame of mind, a mindset, and I'm hoping to hear that you've all created your day. And I mean that sincerely because we've talked about this and we've gone over this, and it's just so amazing how if you create your day, you have not just an idea of what's going to come your way, but a possibility that it's going to be better, right? So create your day, go through the steps, go through the planning, go through everything you want to do for your day first thing in the morning. That is how you create your day. So knowing that you can create your day and that you're doing that, and hopefully you're all experiencing this and practicing this great steps and strategy or whatever you want to call this, but it really, really works. So, and another thing is, do you know that there are actually 3 levels? I know, I'm going to teach you something and teach myself how to spell. 3 levels of consciousness. Yeah, I'm not talking about the subconscious, the conscious, and the unconscious. I'm not talking about those 3. I'm talking about 3 other levels of consciousness. And most people don't know, and it's not your fault. We have not been taught a lot of these things that I'm teaching you every week. And anyone that's in the class, then you know that there is so much more. Okay, I just want to be sure I spelled that right. We're going to give that one of those little cutie things. Okay. Knowing that there's 3 different levels of consciousness. You already know how to create your day. You know the power of the subconscious, right? You know that you can reprogram your mind, right? You can reprogram the subconscious brain. That is a given. So also when you look at it, most people just don't know that there are 3 different kinds, 3 different, I guess you could say kinds, I like to say levels, but 3 different levels of consciousness, because it's not so much, it can be kind in a way, kinds of, but it's levels is, I think, a more, for me, the word levels is more something more my subconscious will grab onto and use to program and to work with my brain with. I can feel that working. So, level 1 of consciousness is material things. You may not think that material vibration, a material item has a consciousness. It has a vibration. Yes, definitely. Well, it's part of the consciousness. And when you know that everything around you has a vibration, everything around us has energy, and we can tap into that energy at will when we get to that level where we are knowing and believing and, expanding our thinking, expanding our horizons, and expanding our mindset on where we're going. So level 1 is the material things. That is a conscious level. And like I said, it's not something that your lamp is not thinking, but there's a consciousness involved and definitely a vibration. So that is 1. That is level 1. So level 2 is animals. Animals are the level 2 consciousness. Now we all know that animals are smart, and we all know that animals are funny and they like to play and they like to eat people or whatever. We all know these things, and we all know that animals have a fight or flight mechanism just as we do. As we do as people. We have a fight or flight mechanism ingrained within us from back in the day or whatever. But this ingrained mechanism within us is a level 2 consciousness. So, and that is the animal around us. The dogs, the cats, the tigers, the lions, the elephants, the water buffaloes, elk, deer, every animal out there, even the bugs have a level 2 consciousness. Well, most of theirs is survival mode. It is breeding to expand the species. It is, again, like I said, fight or flight. When there's danger, they're going to run, they're going to fight, whatever it is. And their conscious level is more of survival. So the animal is more of survival. Even if you have a house pet, a house animal, a pet for your family, they are domesticated and their fight or flight isn't so prominent that you can see. But if those animals are left to the wild, they will have their fight or flight kick in. That is their level 2 consciousness, and that's how they're wired, right? We can all agree on those things. So, level 3. You knew this was coming. I know you did. Level 3 is humans. Humans have a level 3 consciousness. Being that we are learning, we are able to expand, and just like, animals, they can be trained, they can be taught, they can learn. And so we are not animals. We are not a chimpanzee. We are not a monkey. We are not from an ape. But we have a different mentality. So we have a level 3 consciousness. Level 3. 3, 3, 3. So in the ability to make rational choices of our own, not something that we have to be taught to repetition it. Well, granted, repetition is how we change our program in our subconscious mind. Neuroscience is expanding more and more on this every day. Every time I turn around and I look at some new studies or talk to some scientist friends of mine, whenever I turn around and look, they've come up with something else they've discovered about our mentality, our brain patterns, the neurosynapses in our brains, and how we're building new pathways all the time. So the thing is, being hooked up to the machines and having the wires come off your head and everything, and then having them monitor your brain and actually see the neural pathways rebuilding themselves as you're reading something and learning it. The pathways are rebuilding continually as you're learning. So if you're not learning something new all the time, like daily, your neural pathways are not building new pathways. They're going to stay the same. And that's where your brain gets tired and it quits rebuilding. It doesn't quit functioning. I don't want anyone to think that. It quits rebuilding. But the more you're learning every single day, the more you're keeping your brain pathways open and working for you. So knowing that that's your rational brain, you have that ability within you, and you have it in there to change your life. So no matter what your lifestyle is right now, you have the ability to reprogram your subconscious mind. You have the ability, being that you're a level 3 brain consciousness, you have the ability to make changes. Granted, we know we can make changes in our bodies. We can exercise. We can pump weights and get muscle. We can heal ourselves. We can do all of the above with thought, perseverance, with mindset, with all these tools we have and we teach every day. So, reprogramming the subconscious mind. This actually came up yesterday in a class that we were working in. And this came up yesterday as the fact that, well, I'm trying to reprogram my subconscious mind and it's not cooperating. I keep falling back into the same pattern I was. Those are some questions and some inquiries that came up during this session. So if you're not getting where you need to go, if you keep falling back into the same pattern you've been in, and you're trying to get out of that, you don't want it no more, and the more you say, I can't afford that. And that came up so many times as saying, well, I can't afford that. I can't have that. I can't do that. Those are phrases I never ever want to hear you say. Ever. As soon as you say, I can't afford that, your brain, your subconscious mind kicks right in and says, that's it. The money stops. It's stopping right here, right now. No negotiations, no thinking about it, no we'll see what happens. No way. It stops it right in its tracks. That's where it goes. That's what it does. So as soon as you say that, boom, your subconscious stops it because it's protecting you, it's helping you, it's guiding you. And as long as you are thinking that, as long as you are doing that, it is going to keep protecting you and guiding you. Instead, change your vocabulary. You're a level 3 consciousness, guys. You can do this. Change your vocabulary to make your subconscious think. Okay? So I wrote all this down so I would not forget anything because this is so important. I don't want anyone to be left not having all the tools. Instead of saying, I can't afford that, I can't afford it. And you're going to have an it in mind that you're thinking of. Well, that's not possible. You can afford anything you want. It's just a matter of changing things around. So say, how can I afford that? And keep in mind what it is you want. How can I afford that? How? I don't know what is going to happen for me to afford that. I know I'm going to. I know it's happening, but how can I afford that? What's going to happen is your level 3 consciousness, being a human, is going to kick in, and your subconscious, the brain, the part of your mind that loves you so much and takes care of you, is going to find a way. It is going to be searching out in the vibration land. It's vibration world out there, guys. There's so many vibrations, and we're all connected by vibration, by energy. It's going to be out there searching for ways for you to have what it is you want. When you say how, that makes your subconscious kick in, wake up and say, oh, I'm on duty. I'm being asked for something. I'm being asked for assistance. I'm being asked for help. That's what you're doing. And the more you get your subconscious to make these changes, to work with you and not against you, oh my gosh, guys, you will start seeing results coming to you easily. You'll start seeing money coming to you simply and easily. And that's where a lot of home business owners, home business workers, that's where the mindset we're in. We know if we use our words right, if we keep growing and keep expanding and keep a daily plan of what we're doing and putting that into action every day. Maybe you have a plan for the whole week. How is that working for you? How will that work for you? How will that progress for you? How will the right systems and strategies come for you? Just different ways you can ask for things of your subconscious, because your subconscious is there to help you. It's there to protect you, and it's there to guide you. So the more you're doing and the more you're learning and the more you're expressing what you're doing, the easier it's going to get. It will get easier as long as you keep learning and growing. Plain and simple. You have to keep learning and growing. So do that and know that you're a level 3 consciousness. You have so many abilities at your fingertips. Also in your voice. And I also had this come up, so I'm going to answer this question to everyone here today. Is what if I can't speak? What if I'm deaf? What if I don't know? Well, you can feel the vibrations and you can think. Thoughts are vibrations. Well, if you're thinking it, it's going to go out just as if you were speaking it. So just because if you can't speak, or if you're deaf and you can't hear, you can feel the vibrations and you are letting your vibrations out in any way. It's going out. So the vibrations that you're thinking from your brain are flowing out to the universe. They're flowing out to source. And you will see it is working for everyone. It doesn't matter what disability you have. If you're working at it, if you're using your mindset, if you're using the skills you have, if you're learning new skills to grow your business, to be prosperous, to be successful, asking the right questions of your subconscious. The more you do this, the more you're going to find you're going to get it coming to you. It's going to start flowing easier. You're going to have the right systems. You're going to have the right strategies. You're going to have the right opportunities. The right people are going to come across your plate. It's going to happen. And not in your time. Don't get discouraged if you're saying, okay, I did this. Well, how am I going to have that? If you don't believe it, and if you don't feel it, and if you don't ask the question from the heart, you're going to be waiting for a long time. But it will eventually happen. But have faith, believe in yourself, and keep learning every day. Okay? I know this was very intense and it was very loaded broadcast today. I just wanted to help more of you out there who are still struggling with trying to get your business off the ground, trying to get things working for you, and trying to make it happen. I just want to let you know on this platform that I'm on, I cannot see who is joining unless you make unless you write in a comment. That's the only way I can see who's on and who's not. Just to give you an FYI for that, if I'm not responding or if I'm not answering a question you've asked, if you're not typing it into the chat, I can't see it. Okay? Okay, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel on YouTube, and please like, share, and follow us over here on the FB. So we want to help as many people as we can. We want to get as many people out of the rut as we can, because things are changing. Our world is changing, and we have to change with it in order to keep growing. Okay? I do have a training up here for you. It's going to help you with your daily method of operations. If you want to have success for life, you might want to get this training. I did, and you know what? It has steered me right the whole way. Okay, friends, I will talk to you later. Have a blessed day, and think about your subconscious mind. Okay? I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.